Well, hi everyone. This is Paul Vorbach from Hahn, Vorbach and Associates, and this is our latest collector car quick tip on TalkHotRods.com.
Hi everybody, this is Hirsch. Welcome back to TalkHotRods.com. Again today, we're at Hahn, Vorbach in Harmony, and this time we're working on episode 4 of their Collector Car Quick Tips series, which is explaining the 3 R's of the hobby. Part 1 will be repair and recommission. Part 2 will be restoration. Bill and Paul are going to have it all for you next.
Today's collector car quick tip is presented by TalkHotRods.com with Hirsch, the automotive opinionist. Well, hi, and thanks for checking out our quick tips. Today we're going to talk a little bit of terminology, specifically the 3 R's, repairs versus recommission versus restoration. Now repairs, like this beautiful Camaro here, it's a car that's in for some repairs. In this case, some seat belts. Not a big deal. It's something that needs to be done on the car, and the owner has brought it in for us to do. Now, if you own a classic car or an antique car, sports car, muscle car, and the like, you know that it's often difficult to find a shop that can do quality repairs on your car. Either the shop just doesn't want to deal with an older car, or they don't want to deal with a car that's very valuable because they may not have the proper insurance coverage or things of that nature, or they just don't really have the expertise on site to handle your particular need. So this is why you might want to consider checking out a restoration facility for repairs to your particular car. We are often used for repairs on cars because we have a broad spectrum of talent in the shop, everything from interior people to body and paint and fenders and fabrication to mechanical things. So if you are an owner of a specialty vehicle, give a restoration shop a call and see if they can help you out. Not all restoration shops do repairs, but many of them do, so check them out. Now, a repair for us, when we define that, it's something with a scope that's fairly well defined. It's, I have a problem with this. It might be, they may have more than one problem with the car, but ideally you're keeping the scope in a box, trying to keep it from becoming a large endeavor. So usually a repair is something that you want to get the car in, have that problem taken care of, and then get the car out. From our perspective, that's exactly what a repair is, pretty much what it says. Now when we come back, I'm going to talk to you about recommissioning.
Today's Collector Car Quick Tip is brought to you by Dan Dishart Automotive Photography. Go to flashlightdrags.com for more info.
Well, folks, we are back. And the second piece of terminology we want to talk about is recommissioning. Now, you may not have heard this term before as it applies to a restoration shop, but in our definition, this is when we're taking a car that's been off the road for maybe some time, or a project car that's been languishing, and we're trying to make it roadworthy again. And we've done this with cars that have been off the road 20 years sitting in a garage somewhere. Or a car like this 77 Buick behind us, which is very much a recommissioning project. Now in recommissioning, it almost always involves a fair amount of mechanical work. A little bit beyond the scope of simply a repair. We really got to go over the whole car to make sure that all the mechanical functions are working as they should. The car is going to be safe. It may get into some electrical work because cars that have sat for a long time often have issues with electrical connections that have corroded, or the mice have gotten in and done their thing. So, we go through that as well. Now, a recommission may or may not involve some body and paint work. It just really depends. It depends on if there's a lot of rust present or other damage that really needs to be addressed before the car can go out on the road and get inspected. But it is short of a restoration, but certainly more than a simple repair. So if you have a project car or a car that has been sitting, something been in the family, been in the garage, and it's been just sitting there and you haven't figured out what to do with it, talking to a restoration professional about doing a recommissioning on the car is a way of getting the car incrementally restored. It doesn't require the same financial outlay as a full restoration. It doesn't require as much time because really the goal is to get the car running again. That doesn't mean it's going to be inexpensive. I wish I could say it would, but it just depends on what all the car needs, and the needs will be dictated by the car itself. So talk to a restoration professional about getting a recommission done to get your collector car on the road.
So, to recap today's quick tip, if you own a collectible or specialty vehicle and you're having a difficult time finding a good repair facility, consider contacting a restoration shop. They may perform repairs on site or may be able to direct you to a reputable shop who will treat you and your car properly. They are your partner in maintaining your collector car. Repairs are issues that are limited in scope, usually 1 or 2 items that need attention. An early fall is a great time to contact a shop about scheduling repairs for your car, beating the winter rush. Recommissioning. Recommissioning is larger in scope than a repair, but well short of a restoration. Recommissioning is getting a car that has been off the road for an extended period of time and making it safe and roadworthy again. It usually consists of mechanical and/or electrical repairs, may include some body and paint work, and sometimes a little bit of interior work. It is a stepping stone to a restoration. I'll check back again soon for part 2, where we talk all about restoration.
Hey, thanks to Bill and Paul for episode 4 of this Collector Car Quick Tip series right here at TalkHotRods.com. Next episode will feature the Dean, Bill Hahn. He's going to explain restorations to us. Thanks for checking us out. Be careful of the hot rod.